Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV, where you can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our 2012 Cold Weather Glove Guide at RevZilla.com. Now, the first in many of our guide series for 2012. Find the rest of our guides at RevZilla.com/guide, where we walk through different categories of cold weather products. You see us do it in the spring. In the fall, we follow up with this supplemental to help you gear up for waterproof and warm gear to cover any different type of riding that you're going to do. In this video, we're going to walk through 4 main glove categories. All of these gloves, with maybe a few exceptions, will be waterproof. They will also be warm with varying degrees of insulation. We're going to start with entry-level gloves, which in all honesty for the winter, because your hands are the first thing to go, are going to be gloves right around that $100 mark, in and around that range, some slightly under. Moving into mid-range gloves, which I consider to be Gore-Tex, which are going to be in that mid-$100 price point. And then moving up, we're going to walk into tech gloves, which start to get north towards that $200 range, which are really hardcore for different specific uses. And then lastly, we're going to finish out with your heated glove options at RevZilla. For our first category, 4 gloves, I'm going to give you the breakdown, what the standout features are, the prices, as well as help you pick one that would be your favorite or our favorite within this category. First one up, the REV'IT hybrid glove. I'm wearing a size large. The new REV'IT glove sizes, even in textiles, fit a more American, where in the past they used to fit more European. You're looking at a textile glove with a low-profile coated knuckle, goatskin on the palm. Standout feature here at $89 is going to be this material, this connective touch material, which allows you to work an iPod. So normally, or an iPhone, we've seen a lot of gloves that will work with GPS systems. When you get into that touch screen, you're going to need different material. Here on the hybrid from REV'IT, which is also Gore Windstopper. This is a great on the bike, off the bike city option. Light insulation, light fleece on the inside, not waterproof. One of the few gloves in this lineup that's not waterproof. But again, at $89, you're getting the touchscreen. Great for a naked bike, a commuter, an in the city person, a scooter, and you could wear this glove off the bike. Moving past that, this is going to be our sport option from Icon called the Patrol. Staple in the lineup from last year. Waterproof, breathable. It's your basic waterproof lining from Icon. I am wearing a size large, no surprises. Ful Gauntlet, TPR in the knuckle, visor wiper, battle hide goatskin palm. Again, a good amount of grip. Great for a commuter, great for a sport touring or sport rider. It's the most aggressive glove in that around that $100 mark. You're looking at $75. It's actually the most reasonably priced one we have in the mix. They've actually added some gnarly to the reflective panel here on the bit at the back of the hand. Big cinch panel. Again, this is the Patrol from Icon, waterproof, insulated, and warm for the winter. Moving into what I consider our most popular glove in this line. This is a staple. It was one of our top sellers in the last year. I'm glad it's continuing on from Alpinestars. This is the Apex Dry Star. It has a very luxurious inner fleece lining that's heavy duty. Dry Star from Alpinestars means it's waterproof, breathable. You have a mixture of goatskin in the main construction and textile for flexibility. I'm wearing a size extra large, so it definitely fits European. Coated PU knuckle, temper foam around the ulna in the back of the hand. Nice big gauntlet here. As I flip it over, reinforcement on the palm as well as in the heel of the hand. You also have this liner here. Very smooth for either your shield or to wipe the snot from your nose. This is the Dry Star, or the Alpinestars Apex Dry Star. And again, I'm going to call this my favorite in this entry-level category. You're looking at $95, and you really can't beat it. Also comes in a blue trim and a red trim. Now, moving into the most expensive glove in our mix, this is the Dainese Clutch. It's short cuff. It's a play on some of the more aggressive leather short cuff options from Dainese. Hardcore style, sport touring, commuter. You can wear it in a lot of different situations. Good flexibility. Textile, it's a chamood liner. It's very soft on the inside, so there's a full Dex fill in here, and it's using Dainese's D-Dry, which is their proprietary waterproof breathable liner. Also notice the reflective Dainese logos. You have nice reinforcement up along the outside of the hand for a low side impact. And then again, coated knuckle here. Aggressive look, reinforced on the palm as well as on the heel of the hand. Nice touch from Dainese with the clutch, multiple colorways available, and again, probably the warmest short cuff option that we have in the bunch, and you're looking right around that $130 mark. So now moving into our mid-range for gloves. These are all gloves that are going to be deeper on the temperature side. They're going to be a bit more technical. They're going to do more things and protect you better while giving you that nice range deeper into the winter. You're looking at all gloves that are just over that $150 mark as we work into our technical end. One of the things I'll also note is that this category of gloves, as well as our most technical, are all Gore-Tex. For those of you that don't don't know Gore-Tex, we see a lot of waterproof, breathable membranes in a lot of our gloves and waterproof garments. Gore-Tex invented this. Waterproof, breathable, guaranteed for life. It's the most durable membrane in any of these, so what it allows you to do is your hand stays warm while not getting clammy if you start to sweat. Now on the table I have 3 gloves, REV'IT Fusion, Dainese Scout, held freezer. Moving into our newest glove, the REV'IT Fusion. This glove is designed for heated grips. So the way they've engineered the Gore-Tex membrane in this glove at $180, also our most expensive in this category, it's done so that the insulation, which is an X-Skin Platinum, which is very thin but very warm, also is optimized with the Gore-Tex membrane to work with heated grips. Specifically, REV'IT's done a good job of listening. There's a lot to this glove. You have a textile back of the hand with no hard knuckle, goatskin palm, TPU honeycomb slider that you see on the race suits, some dense foam here on the scaphoid area. Again, a nice option with a more sport touring, almost slightly adventure-y option here from REV'IT, but it'll work really well. This is the Fusion. It also has monkey fur in it. I love this stuff. The fill on this guy, even internally what goes against your hand, is just going to be really, really nice. Dual adjustment, I'm wearing a size large. The REV'IT fits have gotten more American in all of their new gloves from 2012 on. So I used to be an extra large, it used to be Euro, not anymore. Keep that in mind. There's also a visor wipe on this bad boy. Moving to the middle of the table, $160, this is my pick for this category. This is the Dainese Scout. Also Gore-Tex, Dex fill, so it's going to be a heavy-duty thermal liner. Nice feel to this glove. Stone PU, a Dainese material in the back of the hand, a strong textile. Notice the cuff, low profile, ability to go over or under a jacket cuff, wrist adjustment, goatskin in the palm. You're going to have a soft insert here, reinforcement up along the outside of the little finger with the DCP, which is a feature to protect your little finger in a low side stolen from the sports side. Coated TPUs across the knuckles, across the back of the hand. Again, also a silver version available, Gore-Tex in itself. But this is the only glove that doesn't have a visor wiper on it. It's the Dainese Scout, and at $160 in Gore-Tex, I think it is the baller choice in this category. Again, that style can live in a lot of different scenarios and appeal to a lot of different types of riders. It's not so over the top, but it's a beautiful European glove. Moving into our third choice, at $170, we split the difference. Bit more traditional here. This is called the held freezer, wearing a size 10, numeric sizes. Gore-Tex, Primaloft synthetic fill here. It's a little bit beefier. You get the benefit of cowhide. It's aniline cowhide. Moving over, a little bit more simple in its design. This is for the guy that's out there that wants a deep cold weather glove that's a bit more traditional in its approach. Visor wiper here as well, adjustment on the back of the hand. Again, from held, this is the freezer. It's going to be a little, you're trading a little bit of size and warmth for feel on this guy, but again, just a nice option with that box finger construction to keep here in the mix for 2012. So moving into our last category, remember, these are the most tech gloves. They're also the most specific in a lot of cases. Getting close, if not north of that $200 range. These are all very well positioned warm weather gloves, and in all honesty, you're going to see a handful on the table here that you may have seen before from us. Sometimes when you nail down the specific and technical cold weather glove, you might update it going forward, which we see in the Alpinestars here, but you're not making dramatic changes. The first glove on the table, and by the way, they're all Gore-Tex, and remember, we have videos on all of them. This is the Alaska from REV'IT. This is our pick in this category for more of the adventure style glove. Very functional, $190. It's the older REV'IT fit, so I'm wearing an extra large. Cowhide throughout, coated hard knuckle, visor wiper system with the snot patch. Moving over. Honeycomb dual compound slider, again, reinforcement on the palm and the control areas, wrist adjuster, DuPont Thermalite in its fill, and again, it's a beefy leather glove, nice aggressive look to it. It's one of the few winter gloves from REV'IT that has the coated hard knuckle, and that's why we've included it. I think it's my favorite cold weather REV'IT glove that we carry based on the bang for the buck factor and based on the functionality and protective. I do like what they've done here with the Alaska. Hardcore cold weather rating. Moving to the held warm and dry. This is a tried and true staple. This is a great sport touring commuter glove, but I will say this, on the palm, it's the least insulated of what I have on the table. So while you do have a nice push-pull fleece lining, and it's easy on, easy off with a slight pre-curve, not a lot of insulation here. This is my heated grip pick at the technical end. We've included it though, is because we see goat skin on the palm, so great feel. So for those of you that have maybe beefier hands or don't get as cold, or are gonna ride into maybe a bit more milder winters, great option. Super fabric here. If you don't know super fabric, tiny ceramic laser welded plates that are 4 times more abrasion resistant than leather. That means you can slide 4 times further. Nice universal cuff on the back, coated hard shell knuckle, matte black reflectivity. Again, the warm and dry is a staple, and on the back of the hand we have a good amount of insulation. I'm wearing a size 9.5 just for frame of reference as I compare these two. If you're a warmer handed guy, a milder winter guy, or a heated grip guy, the warm and dry is a rock solid pick at $200. Moving into one of my favorite gloves perennially, glove I've spent a lot of time in, this is called the Dainese Jericho. Has probably one of the most luxurious fleece liners on any glove on the table. Very, very comfortable. Decks fill in this, so it's going to be very, very warm weather rated. Nice big gauntlet. I'll also tell you, if you see this auto locking zipper up here, it's a double cuff system. So for those light commuters out there, or a guy that's going to do quick hits on his bike, this guy might not be the easiest to use every day, but for the longer, more hardcore, cold weather multi-season touring trip, having that double cuff that allows you to even have the drainage here gives you the best chance of staying dry and not letting any water backfill into the glove. Auto lock zipper, it's a stretch polyamide that's very durable, coated hard shod knuckle, DCP system, which is good guarding for that low side crash on the little finger. And moving it over, I have Chlorino cowhide, which is durable, allows you to have good feel here, and notice the adjuster. Dainese also happens to make it quite the sexy glove here. One of my favorite looking gloves, as well as functioning. And then moving into our most expensive glove in the mix, this guy's going to be $220. The Dainese Jericho is $210. This is an updated Scout, or I'm sorry, not a Scout, it's a Tech Road Gore-Tex from Alpinestars. Remember, all of these gloves are Gore-Tex. Auto-locking zipper, nice big cuff. You have a lot of the sport-oriented protective features now migrating from the sport gloves and A-Stars into this hardcore winter glove, 3-season cold weather. The PU vented knuckle that allows flex comfort and protection. Fourth finger bridge, which has been redesigned. A lot of protection along the lateral side of the hand. As we start to spin it over, we have the newly designed DFS system, which is a seated PU piece that's going to give you good protection in the event of putting your hands down and sliding on the heel of the hand. Reinforcement, external steams on a pre-curved glove, as well as our visor wiper. You also have the stylus that's meant to be worn and worked with your GPS system. So again, the other thing I want to mention about the Alpinestars gloves here, and the Tech Road's surely one of them, all of the gloves in the Alpinestars winter line are now at least 20 to 25% more efficient in retaining their heat. So they've done a lot of work outside of the Gore-Tex membrane on the fill on these gloves, so all the A-Stars gloves now will be even warmer going into your hardcore cold weather season. And this guy at $220 is really a sport touring positioning, really well crafted goatskin glove that's going to protect you really well here at our high end. Moving right into our last category. Now, these are all of our heated glove options. And remember, this is the best of what we think is available depending on your budget and your riding style. Few options here on the table. I'm going to walk through what you need to know on these heated glove side of things. First category, two $80 glove liners. One is the Parrell Rapid Fire, which uses a far infrared technology that when it gets warm, it feels like it's more of the sun's heat versus something that would be a heated liner using microwire like we see from Gerbings. Thing I want to call out here on the Rapid Fire, has everything in the box. You can connect it right to your battery, although we do recommend you buy a heat controller. But I'm wearing a small medium, and notice it's almost this neoprene stretch material. It's very low profile here on the Parrell. So again, it's a little bit more comfy, a little bit lower profile. This will actually work. The other guys are going to get mad at me, but this Parrell glove liner will work with any of the other heated systems that we do carry. So Gerbings and First Gear and Warm and Safe, you can connect that to any of them. On the flip side, we have Gerbings Microwire. This is the Gerbings heated glove liner. It's a little bit beefier. It's still very comfortable. You can kind of use it outside of the glove, but keep in mind it's a little bit thicker, so if your glove is super, super snug, you might have to take that into account. And again, it's going to come with everything you need to connect it to either your jacket or directly to the battery the day you buy it. It's a very finished piece using that microwire from Gerbings. We do recommend that any of the Gerbings you buy a heat controller to go with it, although you can hook it directly to your battery with everything in the box. Now moving into what I consider our most economical heated glove pick. This is the First Gear heated glove. Parrell waterproof membrane, leather in its construction. It's definitely a motorcycle glove. Adjuster on the back of the hand and at the wrist. The difference with the First Gear at sub $120 is that you do need to buy the optional wiring harness if you're not going to connect it right to your First Gear heated jacket liner. So keep that in mind, and I'm wearing a large American cut there. Now I move into my more high-end heated glove options. Two options, the G3 from Gerbings and the T5, $140 and $170 respectively. Light insulation, using the micro wire. Again, everything you need in the box to connect it right to your batteries and use it day one for great heat to your hands. We do recommend purchasing a single or dual controller. You'd also connect it right to your sleeves of any Gerbings heated jacket liner that you might have. Now again, I wear a size large, it's American cut. The G3 is more of a classic motorcycle style glove, universal in its styling, great heat throughout, some reinforcement here on the palm. And as we go into the T5, it becomes a bit more tech. You now have areas of elastication, a longer gauntlet, textile in the back of the hand, good elasticated panel, reinforcement on the leather palm, and again, you have some additional temper foam here for protection in the palm. This is your beefy bad boy, up at $170, the most popular one in the line. Most folks that are looking at the Gerbings heated gloves say, you know what, for an extra 30 bucks, I just want to get the one that's the most badass. And this one actually has a Hypora membrane versus the G3's Aquatex membrane. It's a bit more breathable. It's still going to be waterproof. Now remember, we've shown you a lot of gloves today at a few different levels as well as heated. Really, in our opinion, with the thousands of warm and insulated gloves you could wear for the winter, these are the picks, depending on the riding style, level of protection, and investment you want to make, that where you fall within that mix, you'll be happy with any of these. This is really us curating the best of our line and presenting it here for the fall of 2012. At a detailed level for fit, sizing, components, the nitty-gritty, I have a video on every one of these gloves that we've walked through today, where if you really want to break it down, you can watch that full-length video, that detailed review that we're doing here at RevZilla.com on the product page or on our YouTube channel at RevZilla TV, where you can always subscribe and stay up to date with our latest guides, product reviews, and some of our brief overviews and sizing videos that we're constantly putting out. Find our full fall 2012 cold weather gear guide series at RevZilla.com/guide. And remember, if you're still unsure, call our gear geeks. See us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. And as always, anything that I've shown you today that's over 39 bucks ships for free, exchange for free, no restock if you need to send it back to us. So if you're unsure of sizing, don't hesitate to take a chance. We'll make it real easy on the return exchange or complete return side of things. We'll see you next time.